All over the globe, people tuned in to watch the historic event. I was one of them. Here from our vault, ABC News coverage from the morning of July 16th, 1969.
I thought maybe it might be a good, of some interest to you right now, just to see what sort of a setup we have in our studio, where we have attempted to recreate the Earth and the Moon, and necessarily the machines, the grand machines that will take our men to the Moon. Bob Braun of North American Aviation is in the command module. The command module is built by North American. You see Bob there. We have removed the center couch just in order to provide a better picture, but we'll be calling on Bob from time to time. Ron, what do you suppose Mike Collins is doing right now as we are 52 minutes away from liftoff?
Well, as you know that Mike Collins is sitting over on the right-hand side of the command module, and he'll be monitoring all the systems during the launch. But Neil Armstrong is sitting over in the seat that I'm sitting in now. Closely.
Thank you very much, Bob. We'll be back to you many times during this flight. Also, we have a mock-up of the lunar module, which is built, of course, by the Grumman Aircraft Corporation. And we have Dick Sprague and Terry Snyder, both of Grumman, who are standing by there. Now, gentlemen, your big moment, of course, comes a few days from now. Dick, where are you? You're standing in the Armstrong position, yes?
Right here, Frank.
And you're standing right in front of the window that he will look out actually for the last 500 feet or so, or as he comes down to make that visual sighting, right?
That's correct, Frank.
And Terry, you are standing where Buzz Aldrin will be standing. He will be calling out numbers and altitudes and various other information.
That's right. This is the LMP side of the cockpit.
Do you think it's very comfortable in there, gentlemen?
Well, it's standing in a 1G environment now, Frank, and it gets a little tiring here. Of course, in orbit, the crew will be in 0G,
yes.
Be sort of floating position rather than standing.
Okay, gentlemen, we'll be back to you many, many times between now and next Sunday and Monday morning. Let's go back now to Jules Bergman at the Cape.
Frank, the temperature has now climbed over 100 degrees here in this bright, hot July sun here at the ABC News Space headquarters at the Cape. And we might make mention of the fact that we're keeping cool today. Normally we'd be in utter trouble, sweating terribly in this bright sunlight and heat. We're keeping cool today, wearing the same garment, the same device that Armstrong and Aldrin will use during their lunar EVA. It's called, in astronaut terms, the LCG, or liquid-cooled garment. But most people just call it water-cooled underwear. And it really looks like a suit of thermal underwear or skiing long johns, except it's lined with plastic tubes, and cooled water comes through the suit, through the LGC, the liquid-cooled garment. And what it does is radiating away or conducting away my body's temperature, just as it does on the Moon with Armstrong and Aldrin. Remember, they're facing an enormous heat load there. At their back, as they do the EVA, there's plus 240 degrees Fahrenheit sun temperature, and they're burning up energy, or metabolic rates as it's called, at enormous figures. So a major problem the Manned Spacecraft Center had to conquer was how to keep these people cool and workable and healthy during EVA. Let's go to launch control now.
The astronauts in the spacecraft busy again. The commander, Neil Armstrong, has performed some final switch settings for the stabilization and control system of the spacecraft. Both Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin have armed their rotational hand controllers, the controllers they use in flight. Mark, T-minus 10 minutes and counting, T-minus 10. We're aiming for our planned liftoff at 32 minutes past the hour. This is Kennedy Launch Control.
And we're looking down from one of the NASA cameras, camera AA2 at launch pad 39 at LOX fumes, billowing out of vents at the top of the S1C main stage.
Jules, you get a fantastic view. Oh, there are the engines down there.
That's right, Frank. These are the cameras under the engine bells.
Here's the helicopter again, Jules.
Right. There's the crowds assembled, and that's the jetty at Port Canaveral, some 10 miles or 11 miles south of pad 39 and our ABC News Space headquarters here at the Cape.
All right, let's go now to launch control. Excuse me, Jules.
Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
Still so cool to hear those words, liftoff. And we've put together a list of web links on the 40th anniversary of Apollo 11. It is on the World News Now Facebook fan page.
Log on and find out how you can hear the audio transmissions between the crew and mission control and NASA's rebroadcast of the mission in real time as it happened 40 years ago.